Hello, and welcome back to The Bastard Children of Everil and Bardoon Adventure. Previously on The Bastard Children of Everil, the bastards had made it to Redoran, but found that Versi the Deranged had already made his attack and was in control of the entire population. The soldiers standing guard with Helaena began shaking and sprouting tentacles just like Lord Grinnis, and Helaena ran inside the estate, barring it from the inside. Quincy and Abydan rendered the flailing body of Grinnis unconscious to deal with him later, and they all met back up to decide what to do from there. Quincy located a hidden doorway leading into the servants' quarters. They found a kitchen, and then Buddy sniffed out a small armory that would be used in case of emergency. The entire servants' quarters seemed hastily abandoned and disheveled. Nevertheless, Quincy and Helaena grabbed better armor, and Quincy attempted to pass along his armor to Buddy, but Buddy refused on principle of not taking anything, except something he could exploit, from his dead father. They grabbed some cloaks of Redoran, and then did a sweep of the rest of the underground area, locating nothing of value. Then they knew they needed to wake Grinnis to get some answers. They located a bathroom stall, and splashed water on his face to wake him up. Helaena tried intimidation but did not get very far. Buddy tried his tactics, deception, and a caring heart. Grinnis was then fully taken over by Versi himself. Through his questioning, Buddy was told that Grinnis was long dead. Though Quincy believed Versi to be telling the truth, he attempted to hold on to hope that he could be saved. Buddy tried prying deeper into Versi's psyche. Through these questions, Versi revealed that he was once a simple farmer named Andre, and that he was the first of House Redoran. However, any further questions upset him, as nothing of his former life mattered, as his life now started when he met his father Shaverra. Abydan began inching closer to the bathroom stall, but once Buddy learned that every single one of the citizens were an extension of Versi, all perceiving as one, Buddy made the heavy decision to snap Grinnis' neck to protect his family. The air thick with tension, they all donned helmets and cloaks and exited the servants' quarters to the stables. They took 4 horses and rode away from the estate. They agreed that they should stay within the city and ensure Versi's downfall. And that is where we are in The Bastard Children of Everil and Bardoon Adventure. And the story continues now.
Well, hey there, gang.
Hey!
Hello.
Hola.
Hi.
Where's the energy? Hello.
Oh, sorry.
Hello. Do you want me to be
Privet.
Hi.
You goofballs. It's been 3 months since we've last seen each other. What are you doing?
Oh, no.
Oh my god, you know, 6 months have gone by.
It's 2028, guys.
Yeah, we are recording this
No.
in the year of our Lord, 2028.
We've already done this bit. We've
Guys,
already
you know
done
how
this
hard
bit.
it was to smuggle these microphones into the retirement home? It was really hard.
Oh,
All right, cool.
gosh.
With that being said,
gosh.
all right, fine. Whatever.
Sean.
I'll stop with my jokes. You don't like my jokes. Whatever.
We like your narrative. We like your narrative, though. Tell us your narrative.
I thought you said you liked
Spin
my
us the
hair.
tape.
I've been growing my hair out for a few months, and I was about to
noticed.
really take that as a compliment.
You going to
But-
wheelie do it?
I was really going to
Do it.
Anyways, hey gang,
Yeah.
welcome back to the Bastard Children of Everil, a noon Bardoon adventure. This is episode 11.
Hello,
Wow.
hello.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
cannot have that. That is my thing.
Hello.
We will fight.
Instead of me saying, hey gang, remind me next episode to just be like, hello.
Then hit it with this is Terra Games playing Captain Helaena Ilias.
Squad Commander, Helaena Ilias.
Except
Anyways.
Squad Commander, because
Anyways,
Yep.
all right, let's jump on into this thing.
We're
If
kind
I
of a
remember
squad.
correctly from, gosh,
For a
6
recap?
months ago, we whenever we recorded this back in 2017, you all were about to make your way into the sewers. In the sewers, you were plotting a assassination against Versi. With that being said, Buddy, please go ahead and make a survival roll. At advantage, please.
I had myself. I literally just slapped myself in the face to do that.
That was upsetting.
Oh my god, the rolls just keep on coming.
don't
Oh,
stop
baby.
coming.
Oh, that's a 23.
Nice.
19 on the die plus 3 plus 1.
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it.
We take those,
With
we
a
take those.
23, you all are able to find yourselves a outlet cove on the outskirts of the city, not near one of the gates, but that leads into potentially a sewer path. But it's quiet enough to where you all, after traveling for a little bit of time, haven't seen any of the mind flayers around.
For narrative flair, it cuts to, much like the original X-Men movie, I'm standing like Wolverine, going, just sniffing, and it closes in on my nose as I try to find the sewer.
All right, Wheels.
I love it. I love it. All right, cool.
Do we
What?
actually find a sewer?
Yes, yes. You guys are able to find an underground.
Awesome. Buddy
I'm gonna
is
put the I'm
so
gonna put
excited.
the cloak away so we don't get that ruined as we go into the sewer. Because
I
feel
can
like-
just I have a dry cleaning service now, so I can just fix that before we head up. It's not going to be an issue.
I know.
Now-
Ah,
I
the
don't-
wonders of prestidigitation.
I don't
And
want
we're
to make
able to-
more work for you, buddy.
We are able to find somewhere relatively safe to keep the horses, just in case.
Yes, there is a stable very well close by, but none of the animals seem to have been affected by this.
Oh, our animals don't have tentacles yet. That's a benefit.
Buddy, don't say yet. That's a horrifying thought.
We better safe than sorry. You know, the last thing we want is birds with tentacles able to spy on us from the sky, or rats to find us in the sewer, but I don't think we're going to find any tentacly creatures down here. But I have heard legend of Lord Shiver Jr. in these sewers.
Lord Shiver.
Lord
Not again.
Shiverest.
Oh,
I groaned so loud that I made no noise. It's bad.
what's wrong? Scared of a little fairy tale?
Let's dive on in. I am going to, much like a Scrooge McDuck diving into his vault of gold,
Oh no.
dive into poop of the sewer.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna take the ladder, guys.
Oh, it's like home,
Me too.
guys. Oh,
Perception check.
children
as soon as we
come
hit
in, the
sewer.
water's fine.
Perception check as soon as we hit the sewer. bad news bears?
Yeah, make a perception check.
I'm just making sure. 18.
No bad news bears.
All right, good news. Seems safe. Everybody in. We gotta move.
Now, it's interesting that the brick architecture used in the archways here is it's very different from, Everil, but I guess I would assume that based on the local soil and clay being just a different kind, much of the kind, this is more of a red clay when up in, Everil, it's more of that white.
Hey,
You literally
but,
are stealing my thing. Shut up. No, that's 100% what I was going to describe, you dick.
Hey,
duty
it's
character.
Family friendly.
his name's not Richard.
My name.
Richard. Richard Luckyhands.
You know
So
he's changing that right now.
Quincy will just put up a hand. Buddy, we can get that later, but would you mind finding us a place to set up shop?
Yeah.
Buddy, another survival roll, please.
Guidance.
Help action.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay, second one was worse. So that is a dirty 20.
Ooh.
With a dirty 20, you can find sort of the underground sewer version of the city square,
Wow.
where everything pools downward from it. So you guys are sort of at the quote hill or mountain of the sewer. So there's less sewage directly around.
The air doesn't smell quite as foul this way.
Yes, this actually seems like a decent area.
It's a good enough spot to, plan an assassination.
How are we supposed to plan an assassination if we have no idea where Versi is?
I have an idea.
But
As your dungeon master, day 1 begins. Now you all may prep.
Quincy, you had a thought.
No, Jason had a thought. I was just going to say, since we're day 1 on this, I will say that undisclosed amount of time has passed where we have set up our campsite to where it's kind of like our bed rolls. Maybe if someone has a tent, we've set that up. We have like some old pieces of wood or something that we've put as like a flat surface to put our plans on. Maybe start a fire if necessary on this like little pit or whatever. And we will just be like sitting around in a circle on our bed mats or Buddy in a puddle while we're discussing this.
Don't pigeonhole me.
I've had an idea. Dealing with Versi, he's been a bit of a pompous asshole this entire time. There are 2 options that he's going to do. 1, he's going to hide himself completely and utterly so that we'll never find him unless we know exactly where to look, and thereby, confounding our efforts to kill him. Or 2, he's going to give in to being an asshole and hide in the most ostentatious spot possible.
Do we think that Versi would be confident enough in his abilities to stay solo, or do we think that he's smart enough, or scared enough, or arrogant enough to surround himself with guards?
Well,
They're all him anyway.
yeah, he literally goes by Versi the Deranged, right?
Yes.
Correct.
So do we think that he's in a highly populated area where he can call the masses to defend him should he need it?
I think that it's a game to him.
It is, and everyone's a pawn.
Yeah. So
So has he castled his king? Or
Has he kinged his castle?
I think he will open with the Sicilian.
Either way, we need to change the game.
We're not gonna find him. We have to give him a reason to come to us.
That's
we
right.
need bait?
Abydan, whenever you saw the body, did it look exactly like Versi as you saw him?
This
Like
was-
before, it still looked like Grinnis, but by the time that Buddy had killed him.
Transform.
That's a question for the DM. No, is it?
Would have just still appeared as Grinnis.
Okay, great.
No. As much as I would like it to be the real one. Manifest-
that will just make it easier for us to pick out the real one. Since you have seen his face, you should be able to point us in the right direction there.
Right.
You're not able to conjure any images or anything, are you?
I haven't had the chance to try, to be honest.
So I'll take that as a no.
I don't know. I can try it. Yeah, go stand over. If I remember how this works, go stand over next to that puddle, the one that's mostly clear water.
No, what are you doing? No, I'm talking about conjuring an image, not splashing me with water.
Oh, no, I mean, I was gonna try and do something stupid, but
Oh, go ahead. I'll go stand over.
and I'm gonna try and water call them, even though I have no clue how that works.
What?
Yeah. No. There's yeah, no response.
Not
Just
even.
Completely meta. Why on earth would you water call the guy who wants to kill us? So you're trying to
No,
get
not
him?
him. I'm talking about Quincy,
Oh.
who's standing next
Wait,
to a
how does
puddle.
that help? Tara
Just to
is
see if it
very
works.
lost.
We were communicating on 2 different levels, but anyway.
All right. Well, if you can describe him as best as you can, I can potentially conjure an image so that the rest of us will know exactly what this monster looks like. And I can continue making changes or whatever until we get it right. That way, whenever we're scouting, because that's probably going to be the thing that we do to actually find the real one, we will be looking for that image.
Agreed.
Quincy, what if Abydan and Buddy are both right? Abydan said we changed the game. Buddy said we bring him to us. Versi is expecting us to hunt him down. What if instead we give him bait, we give him something that he wants, and bring him to us and set up a trap or an ambush? He's deranged, he's arrogant, he's an asshole. We've established that. He wouldn't expect us to be able to take him down. What if we set up a trap he can't resist?
He did say he wanted Buddy to try to kill him. He felt like he was goading him, which Buddy did, but
that's the point. He wants us.
But maybe we can alight his arrogance and his derangedness by putting Buddy sorry, Buddy, I'm kind of sacrificing you for this as bait, but as bait because he kind of already was like, yeah, I'm gonna fight you, blah, 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 and I don't know.
No, and then we don't use Buddy as bait.
Oh, come on, look. Well, imagine this.
We can use Nin.
It's high noon. We come out, spurs a-jangling.
I think Buddy's ready for this. This is his shining moment.
Eldritch blast him.
And then we support him.
Or you put the one that's most likely to survive in that situation as bait.
Yeah, but does he
Right, that's why we chose me.
He spoke to Abydan first.
He did.
That's
He's
true.
And I did promise to turn his bones into kindling. So
it needs to be Abydan or I, because we can take the hardest hits.
All right. So there is a giant scorpion made of little scorpions that is probably going to be arriving here soon, who might believe that Versi failed. Now, there might be a way to play that to our advantage, or there might be a hope that our monster hunter friend was tracking down the Empress might show up. Now, I don't want to hedge bets on that, but there is a small possibility that we do get Deus Ex Machina.
Well, she went to Everil along with the Evis family.
That's true.
I don't think we need to rely on outside help for this.
And I think we need to focus on one problem at a time. If we are assuming that the Empress is going to show up, then we need to kill Versi within the next day or two.
With that being said, we need to kill him within the next day or two. Day 2 arrives.
Okay, so day 1 was just us plotting. Maybe.
However many days it takes for you guys to plot. This is understood that this conversation lasts longer, but each day is going to be a new subsequent idea.
Yeah, sure.
Do we like the idea of someone being bait and drawing Versi out into a trap?
Now that we've slept on it, I do believe that Abydan has the best capability for surviving the longest. Well, meta, actually, Tilda does, but that we haven't discovered that. But
I don't know
that. With him being the bait, that would probably be the best one. Buddy, though, you can snipe from afar with the Eldritch Blast, and I'm assuming that it would do the same amount.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Are there exits from where we are into the town square?
Yeah, we're like in a basin beneath the town square.
No. But I don't know if there are any good doors, like you know.
Oh, they're right. They're probably ladders near us, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Sorry, this is only my 3rd sewer visit in my lifetime.
This is only my 2nd sewer, so
That's fair. All right. Well then, set me as bait in the town square.
Yes.
Call him out. I'm being all righteous and holy and all that.
But Buddy and Tilda long range?
I believe that we do need to do some scouting still.
I agree.
To actually understand what we're getting into.
So I think we need to look for places to put Buddy and Tilda on opposing sides of the square, long range. Quincy, you and I can hide in alleys or in storefronts.
I might be
close enough.
I only have one thing that I can do long range. I might be better close, so at that, I don't know, maybe I can turn into something that will be helpful in this fight.
All right.
I know I can turn into a wolf, but maybe we'll see.
I have 2 ideas then. First idea. This is kind of a co-idea. First idea. close rangers come in from underneath, assumably wherever we strike from. Second idea, since we're picking the location and we have horses, we can block off entryways once he's here. That way we don't get swarmed by, the people.
We barricade the square, but with all the people in it already, how are we going to draw them away? I mean, I assume it's swarming with people. DM, can we hear people above us?
It's really tough to hear because of how dense the ground is.
That'll have to be part of the scouting then.
Yes.
Guys, I have an idea for scouting, and you look over and I'm not there. Because I've cast invisibility on myself.
I have been popping like little nuggets of leopard frog rations in my mouth, and I like.
Helaena like smacks you on the back, like breathe, Quincy, breathe.
Now,
how did you do that?
I found this book in my bag. You can't see, but I'm holding it up, and it kind of told me how to do it.
Oh, well, that's a handy book.
Yeah, it's got the same font and page color as that card I found. I'm just assuming that it's the same deal,
That's something we'll have to unpack later after we've survived this nightmare.
Anyway, I have a feeling that I've got about maybe 58 more minutes of this.
That's good.
All right.
That's handy to be 59 minutes.
Yeah. So, what if I go up real quick and I do a little scouting thing, and I can look around and see like what sort of thing we're going to be dealing with?
How good is your stealth? Do you know how to sneak?
Are you quiet?
Is there a robot here?
I pass without trace on everybody.
My speaker stopped working. What is happening?
I cast pass without trace on us.
Well then, Quincy and I should...
So his stealth is fine.
So Buddy and I should definitely go up there now then. Because my stealth is really good too.
Okay.
Yep, everybody has plus 10 to stealth for up to an hour, as long as I can keep it concentrated.
Is that when you're within
30 feet of me, so I do have to be...
You also have to go, yeah.
If you transform if you wild shape into something and perch on one of our shoulders, you'll be good.
I don't want to use up my wild shape for something that won't be helpful in a battle. So for right now, I already have decent stealth plus the 10. I think I can also... I'm tiny, I can
We're
hide.
not planning on fighting today.
Yeah, presumably we're not fighting today.
Right.
We need to be the smart play would be to turn into something and get on either Buddy or Abydan's shoulders.
Meta-wise, I think we're taking today to finish planning. In the morning of day 3, we will initiate the plan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Sure.
So scout now, and then...
But I can't wild shape into anything that flies, so...
You just need something small.
I'll be another rat. Come on, man, hook it.
You can maintain concentration while... Yeah.
If I did it beforehand.
And Quincy will say, well, I could appear as if I were a pink-bearded one.
Yeah, but they can see through each other's eyes, so they would... I feel like they would be able to know.
Well, yeah, but if I'm, like, spotted, I'll still be trying to be stealthy.
I
right?
don't think all of us need to go up. Quincy, I think you and I should stay down here. We can sharpen weapons. We can do other prep work.
I'll go up with Buddy just as a rat in his pocket so that he can keep pass without a trace on while he scouts. I could just follow him as a rat. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, well, what if... So Nantucket knows my scent. Nantucket can follow me, and you can follow Nantucket.
And we have a Pied Piper situation.
I can prestidigitate like a certain scent for you to follow.
Yes. Well, as soon as you cast a spell when you're invisible, you become visible.
I thought it was just concentration stuff.
No.
It's
attack roll.
If you do like an action or whatever, like...
Okay, so if...
Stay near Abydan, since Abydan needs the boost to his stealth and Buddy's invisible.
So Abydan, why are you coming if you can't be invisible? Or change?
I have really good stealth.
But is it...
we're like 17, right?
Yeah, at this point...
But we're going to be going up into, like, open area.
I feel like Buddy would get advantage with being invisible.
No, I do get advantage.
Yeah.
I think if we just do Buddy and Tilda going up, that should be fine, because Tilda can be small and can do some scouting, How big is the square, DM?
The square is about 60 foot by 60 foot.
So if you guys stay close enough, Buddy will still get an extra bonus for being invisible and pass without trace, but Tilda will also be up there to do two sets of eyes are better than one. But I think Abydan's going to be unnecessary just because of the placement of where we are.
That's fair.
And it's less, if one of us gets spotted, it'll be easier for me and Tilda to get away.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I believe we're going into day 3 now.
Or do we want to scout on day 2? Because I just
no.
Oh, okay.
Scouting on day 2 is fine.
He's got 57 minutes.
So
He's got 57 minutes.
I'm going to mute myself and let our scouts scout.
Yeah.
All right. Scouts. You all are able to make your way up to the actual square itself. Business seems to be normal. People are going about their regular day, admittedly with tentacles sprouted from their face. Many of them are bakers, many of them are jewelers, many of them are whatever else. Armor smiths, blacksmiths, artisans, the like. As you all look around, there's nothing inherently that seems off, except for that this is now a mind flayer or illithid town.
Rooftops focused around the center where we might be able to get a vantage point on the situation.
Certainly. Go ahead and roll for perception.
I was like, do you have better perception than me? I only have.
I have a +5 to perception.
Can I give him the help action since I'm there?
Yeah, by all means.
Okay, thanks. Oh, that's much better. Okay, so before it was a 15, now it is a 23.
Okay.
I feel a little rat biting my invisible pants and...
As you look around, you are able to see a smithing shop that has a good amount of visibility over the entire square. And across from it is an artisan pottery store that you're able to see from one side to the other very easily. That does overlook the square.
With a 23 perception, the lights around the town, do they look torches or is there some sort of oil base to them?
No, these would be torches.
Okay, so presumably I wouldn't know if there would be like casks of oil somewhere that we might be able to find.
There would be within the blacksmith shop for quenching purposes, but other than that, not a whole lot.
Okay. Within the town center, is it like a sort of like buildings around with like?
Yes,
is there
like
a
buildings
fountain,
around almost
sort of...
as though it's an open park.
Okay.
Do we see any congregation of people, or more specifically, any sort of building or area where someone of import would be residing? Like, I feel like Versi the Deranged is like, oh, I'm the house, like I was the House of Redoran, though that's not me anymore, but like I'm the big shot. He would potentially be somewhere that is like, this is the place to be. So do we see any sort of location that kind of fits that? I can roll for something.
Yeah, make a perception check. Or investigation, excuse me.
Can Buddy give me the help action?
As we said before.
That's an 8.
Versi the Deranged would likely be somewhere really up high to observe. There are watchtowers that are around the square that give vantage points, military vantage points, to the rest of the city, each one dictating north, east, south, west.
Are there archers stationed in those?
Presumably there would be. These watchtowers are about 40 foot tall.
40 feet tall. Okay. I'm going to kind of like try to get Tilda's attention, and I'm gonna go into one of the watchtowers, try to head towards one of the watchtowers.
Okay.
Are there people stationed in here?
No, there doesn't appear to be any at this point in time.
Are there arrows?
Yes.
I want to hide the arrows.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for sleight of hand.
Oh, sleight of hand. Oh, it's not bad. It's 15.
Yep, that's enough to hide the arrows.
With my last, how much time do you think I have left?
About 15 minutes, maybe.
15. I want to try to hit one more tower and hide the arrows in that one.
Okay.
Before we head back down.
Okay, you're going to be cutting it close, but you'll be able to do it. Go ahead and roll for sleight of hand again.
Ooh, that's an 8.
Half of the arrows are going to be hit.
Okay.
That's 4 war quivers, so approximately 80 arrows that are hit.
Okay. All right. Well, we got to head back.
Yep.
All right. So when we get back down, can it time it? Like right as I pull the manhole over, I become visible.
That's pretty much exactly how I was picturing it.
I'm a spy, and I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna head back down with Tilda, and all right, Tilda. I know we weren't really able to talk when we were up there because you're a rat and I'm a invisible, but.
I'm an invisible.
I'm an invisible. Now, I had 2 ideas. 3 basically based around. Like one of them is yes, the whole positioning us on top and I'm gathering everyone around our little planning table, whatever.
Yeah.
And
Team huddle.
getting our vantage point so we can have those sorts of things. But then also there are casks of oil that we might be able to utilize in setting a trap, possibly. And then I noticed the when Tilda saw like the archer towers and stuff and kind of got my attention that we might be sitting ducks because those things got some good things. So I tried to hide some arrows and hopefully that if there were guards that would go there, they wouldn't be able to actually attack us because, they wouldn't have arrows.
That's actually a good forethought.
I think
I would
3
call it
things.
5 thought.
We need to find a way to get people out of the square.
Mm-hmm.
Cause a distraction on some other side of town. With the oil, Buddy, did you notice a bakery or anything on the town square?
Did I notice a bakery or anything else like that on the town square?
You certainly did.
I certainly did.
Did you see where they got their deliveries of flour and spices and things?
I did. I would assume the back because we stayed pretty much the front, but I didn't see anything like that, so probably the back.
I don't know how much you all know about how flammable household goods are, but cinnamon and flour are incredibly flammable.
I've never had a house, so I don't know much about household goods.
If we can mix some of the flour with the oil and line the square, we could potentially cordon it off from anyone getting in or out. In addition, using a little bit of flour and cinnamon can make a pretty nice firebomb.
Ooh, it'll smell nice.
It does.
Well, that's certainly helpful. Very similar to what we did with the spider, except more thought out.
Well, it's taking 2 days to do it, so...
Well, yes. Also, while you two were gone, Abydan and I have been perfecting the face of Versi with minor illusion.
Show it to me.
Yeah, DM, how close would Quincy be able to replicate the face of Versi, given Abydan's constant description changes with minor illusion, so that everyone knows exactly who we're looking for?
How closely Abydan could get to it?
No, Quincy could get from Abydan's description over hours of doing this.
Sketch artist wise.
Relatively precision wise.
Yeah. So with the bit of fleece, just a 5 foot, almost scroll unfurls, and the face of Versi is on there. So get a good look at that. That is who we're gunning for, or bowing for, since guns are not around.
All right.
While they were up, Helaena probably would have gone into some of the little offshoots in the sewers to see if she can find anywhere that goes up into the basements of these shops.
All of them have grates that lead into them for waste disposal. None of them specifically have hatches or entrances into the sewers.
And Buddy, you said that there were a couple of buildings you thought would be good for us to station in?
Yeah, there are a couple of, like the blacksmith, the smithy would be good for getting some oversight and stuff, and then possibly across the street from that, and then the towers as well, if we were to take those. But that would also be limiting our range because they're so tall.
Quincy, can you help me get the grates out from under these two shops?
Sure.
I think that'll be a good way for us to get in without anyone noticing exactly what we're doing.
Right.
For those of us that aren't as stealthy, and she, knocks on her armor.
The plan has to go off tomorrow, though, right?
Yes. I think otherwise we're going to be overwhelmed with little scorpions.
All right, so we would have to presumably get the flour, mix it with the oil, and set it up tonight while people are asleep.
Yes.
Right.
Indeed.
Buddy, help me figure out which one's the bakery. Let me see if I can get that grate off, too.
Okay.
I do that.
And I will help with the grates and all.
I can also cast Pass Without Trace again. On that.
Yeah, and I can be invisible 2 more times.
So, Buddy's right. We need to line the square. And we still need to figure out how we're going to get people away so Versi doesn't have a big Versi army to call when we spring this trap.
Well, there's always the good old firebomb and important building trick.
I also have Flaming Spear, so I can just send out a big sphere of fire that can also move as a bonus action. Whatever that means.
How far can you do that, Tilda?
Let's see. I'm gonna think really hard about this.
Consult
hard.
a character sheet.
60 feet, and it's a 5-foot radius
Approximately.
diameter sphere. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Sorry. Okay.
That's great.
Sewers are very, very flammable. What if we were to block off a portion so it doesn't blow back on us and cause some sewer explosions under some not main square buildings, but somewhere else, maybe the wealthier district?
Why not underneath the house we just came from?
But those
We
poor
do know.
wealthy.
Nobody.
Well, we do know that the house that Grenis was in was abandoned last time we were there, except for Grenis.
So we think
So,
important records in there that they'd want to save?
well, Versi might not want to save them, and I believe that he is the one that's controlling their thoughts, right?
Not actively, right? It appears to puppet them about.
What if we picked a few places on the square to light on fire so that people would run away from here?
That would also work.
The
I say,
bakery might work.
Yes, I say let's get rid of the Lord Grenis' estate, and let's also do the bakery, perhaps the
Wait,
I don't know,
I have
clothing
an
shop?
idea.
That's a good idea. Yes, Abydan?
Blow up the butcher, the baker, and the candle maker's shop.
Meat is not particularly flammable.
But we
Neither are candles. Honestly,
But
wax
flour.
doesn't.
The point
Leftover
is
that is.
the point is that Versi will know what it means.
Oh, are they specifically tallow candles?
that would be a perfect bait for him to come get you, right? I mean, you're the one that brought it up in your initial meeting.
He would know it'd be a message from me.
So let's do that.
Tilda, can you set off fire in the estate?
I have to be within 60 feet, but I can set a sphere of fire in a room.
Well, I can get you within 60 feet. We could potentially take the horses back and go in the way we came and then find the records room. DM, before I say anything else, minor split of the party to delegate. If that's a no, that's fine. But
I'm fine with this. I'm
Okay.
fine with how this is going. This is going
I just
very
realized
much
that-
so actually weirdly how I planned it. So I'm
Because,
great.
I mean, if you guys have the horses, you'll make it back faster than
Yeah.
anyone else. So
Yeah.
that will work.
Well,
And then
I, with my background, move twice as fast through cities. Do you want me to go as well so we can cut down on the time even more?
Well, don't you?
Mm.
We need someone to snipe though.
well, no, this is just to
Set
Or
up.
like a recon?
This is setting up.
So,
No, well, we
meta,
haven't-
so that my brain has got it all in order, we need to set up the square with oil and flour so that it's sticky, because if you just set oil, it's going to burn. You want that sticky of the flour.
Mm-hmm.
We need to set a fire in the manor house a little bit after that, and then we need to set a fire in butcher, baker, candlestick maker shops.
So just so everybody knows, I can only do Flaming Sphere twice a day, and I've already burned one spell slot for that, so I only have one more for today.
This will be tomorrow, and we.
Yeah,
can
if we're
just,
doing
like,
tomorrow,
flint
it's
and steel.
fine.
We could just use
Yeah.
flint and steel.
But if I'm
yeah.
doing Flaming Sphere twice, I also cannot pass without a trace on us.
Tomorrow we
about-
might not need it.
Yeah.
Question about invisibility. If you pick something up, is it floating in the air?
Unless it's
Yes, traditionally, unless you had it on your person prior to, in which case it's considered equipment.
Right.
Buddy, do you think you can get into the bakery, up through the grate, grab a sack of flour and a carton of oil and set the square and be invisible?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Can I roll Arcana, I guess?
I don't think it would be Arcana. I think, again, that's sleight of hand.
Well, I mean, to know.
Oh,
If I
to
could do
know?
that. Yeah.
It'd be something intelligence based. Make a vibe roll. I don't know.
5. That is a gentleman 6.
Okay. You feel relatively confident that you could do it, but equally the other people have sort of skepticism about you being able to do that in one go.
Oh, I can do it. And don't give me that skeptic look.
What time did they go scout?
About an hour ago, which would have been about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Can I say that was a short rest for me so I can get a spell slot back?
Yeah, it's
You
fine.
were
Because I'm just trying to figure out if the squares and stuff are still active at night. Because if we want to put out this flour and oil mixture, we don't want people to track through it, so we might want to do it at night to execute the plan in the morning.
Yeah, I thought that was the plan to begin. I thought that was the plan to begin with.
Tara, am trying to figure out if there's a check or something, or if we know that the sleeping habits of these Elithikin have been altered.
I'll just give that to you. Yeah, it's best to do this at night.
Well, buddy, if we do it at night, it might not be necessary. I can help, or someone else can help. I'd have to take all this off, but
I
she
can
knocks
do
on
it.
her armor again.
Yeah. See, that's where we can really feel like we can really use Abydan.
Tomorrow morning, Tilda will get down to the estate house and blow it up,
Let's do it.
and then we'll come back here. Are we fully certain of where we're going to be on the ground?
Well,
Sounds good.
Abydan needs to be in the center.
Yes.
Quincy and Helaena, you guys should probably be within dashing reach, I would assume.
How close are the nearest grates? That's my question.
I would prefer us already be up top in a shop or something. The smithy has a good vantage point on top, but it could be
Helaena, do you want to use your sword or a crossbow?
whatever's going to keep everyone safest. Quincy, I really do enjoy your company, but you get hurt sometimes, and that concerns me.
Don't worry about me now. I've
Got
been
new armor.
No, well that, and also I've been practicing some other songs that I've heard over the years, and it might help me out.
I'd rather hit things with my sword, personally.
So if we trapdoor spider you guys near the grates, where you can pop out and get to them.
I feel like we waste precious seconds because I think moving the grate would be an action. And
Yeah.
I think Quincy and I need to be hiding in storefronts while Abydan is in the middle. I'm not comfortable having to take extra time when Versi could just stab him 4 times and
Well,
we don't know what he's capable of. That is the thing about this that bothers me the most. We know what we are doing, and we have no idea what Versi is capable of.
That's a chance we have to take.
I recognize that, but it doesn't make me happy. I'm voicing my concerns.
We don't have that much more time until we need to go.
Then I think we know what we're doing. Quincy and I will be in storefronts. Tilda, as soon as you and I return within reach, get up top.
All right. With that being said,
wait, Tilda, you need to be
I'm gonna be on the ground so I can wild
Yeah.
shape.
Okay.
yeah. And if you can, have you ever seen a bear?
You know what? I've read Goldilocks before, so I think I know what I'm doing.
You know about at least 3 of them.
Turn into the
That's-
biggest
I
thing.
know at least 3 bears.
You
I
should
got
try
three
to
bears.
I'll be the
turn
one
into
that's
the dad
just
bear.
right.
Don't turn
Right.
into the baby bear. But if you can hold him down, if you could, like, then maybe Abydan can use, like, your, like, sword and, like, I don't know, pack in some of that Jesus punch. I mean, not Jesus punch, cut that. Some of that.
Keep that in. Keep that
I
in.
have been.
Have the power of God and enemy on my side.
Yeah. Pack in the
Godly
Vinny punch or
punch.
something. Yeah.
Godo Fisto.
No.
But no.
It's got to stay in
Sounds
at this point.
Just cut around everything in the last minute. Anyway, focusing. Maybe it sounds like we all know what we need to do.
Tonight, you and Buddy will set the square up to be lit up. Tomorrow morning, Tilda and I will go blow up the manor, and then we'll return here. Abydan and Quincy, you two are going to handle the shops.
Yes.
Got it.
Wait, am I going with you guys to help you guys get back faster, or do I need to help them with the shops?
You need to do the 3rd shop for us.
Okay.
To do it all at the same time, and then the 2 of them will be able to get on horseback, go to the manor, get back before we're actually, fully getting Versi's attention.
What is the movement speed of a bear and a horse? How are they comparatively, do we know?
Movement speed is 30 for a bear, I believe.
40 for a bear.
It is 40 for a bear.
Yeah, I have it pulled up.
Because
And a
Tilda,
war-
you could.
A war horse is 60.
Yeah.
Okay, so you won't be able to keep. I was thinking you could already wild shape and, like, you'll come in as a bear, but okay, we won't do that.
I'll just wild
You'll
shape
just ride with
the
me.
next.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's enough planning, gang.
Yes.
With all that being said, I genuinely, as your dungeon master, believe that that's a really good plan. I can't wait to see how it plays out. With that being said, day 3, evening 2, day 3.
So during the night, I'm assuming that the circle of the fire and all that oil flower stuff was successfully done.
Let's go ahead and roll for it.
What are you rolling?
You need to roll for
And then
stealth to get up, and then sleight of
Guidance.
hand.
stealth is gonna be
It's that stealth for
25.
everybody to get out.
That was a what for you?
a 25.
Oh, wow. Mine was a 16.
Both of
19
which
over
are
there.
able to get above.
All right. And then what's the secondary roll?
That's sleight of hand.
It's going to be sleight of hand. That's correct.
Gentleman's 20. 10.
And
10.
With that being said, you got a 10, buddy.
I did. I tried to hold it with I'm missing 3 fingers. It's tough to carry these things.
It's tough
Maybe
to
we
carry the
should've said
flower.
someone-
Yeah. It's tough to carry the flower. You all are able to spread it relatively well. Between the 2 of you, you're able to spread the flour and oil mixture relatively well. Yes.
All right.
Abydan has to double check my work.
As we return back to the sewers of the little sewer dwellings, we come down, and right before we enter back into the hold where we're at, Abydan is just gonna catch Buddy on the arm. Buddy,
Hey there.
whatever happens tomorrow, will you look after the rest of them for me?
And he starts to tear up and he goes, yeah, and I'm going to look after you too. And he hugs him.
Hugs him right back.
Love it. Love
I'll be
it.
back. Don't worry. You just stay safe too. Now,
All right.
we've got a squid to sashimi.
Tilda and Helaena.
The next morning, not super bright and early because Helena's thinking she wants people to start being up and around. So 7:30, 8 o'clock when people are getting into their shops and getting ready, she wakes Tilda up. All right, you ready for this?
Let's go.
So we've got to go up, get to the stables, get to the horses. Obviously, helmets and cloaks back on.
Did we meta real fast? Did we burn the house down the night before, or are we doing that in the
No.
morning?
No, that's
So
what's
that's
about
what
to
you're
happen.
about to go to.
Yeah,
Cool,
we're
let's do that.
clearing the square so that Versi can't use all of his mind-controlled
Yeah.
burst
Sorry, I was-
minis to, yeah.
Versi doubles, Versi clones.
All right.
All right. You guys are on your way to the house. You guys make it to the house. No problem whatsoever. Where are you setting the fire again? A record
somewhere
room?
vital, starting in like a
Somewhere
records
there's
room or something. Yeah.
Because it does, flaming sphere will alight anything that is flammable nearby.
Yeah.
So figuring
no.
out approximately where it is inside and lighting it up from outside.
I'm assuming the office we were in when we were meeting Lord
That's
Quintus.
kind of what I'm thinking,
Yeah.
is that same office.
All right, that's what we do.
Okay. The fire erupts. Smoke begins to billow out as paper, parchment, cloth is all caught on fire very quickly.
Any alarms?
Yes, there are some alarms.
Kick my horse into a canter. We're gonna head back to get back underground.
Tilda, same?
I'm assuming I'm riding with
Yeah,
Helaena, 'cause
Tilda's
I can't.
with me.
Okay. Where did the
So-
two of you rendezvous back up? Back at the sewer?
Yeah, we're essentially gonna follow the same path that we have been back and forth to get back down into the sewers. Helena's immediately going to go up into the smithy, assuming that simultaneously Quincy and Abydan and Buddy are setting their explosions.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
And then Helena's immediately gonna crawl up into the smithy and get into position.
All right. Tilda and Helaena, I need both of you to roll for stealth at advantage, please.
So I'm just a straight roll.
That's
'cause
correct.
My armor gives
Yeah.
me disadvantage.
14.
I also got a 14.
Nice.
All you gotta do is beat me.
Start punching him.
both
Sit down.
Jason and I both
I mean, I
raised our
could
fists.
pass without choice us, but I want to use.
I meant beat me in a roll, you jerks. Yes, you both beat me by 10 points, each of you. I rolled a 4.
Oh, he's hitting you hard. No, he's hitting you hard.
Yeah. As I roll my 4, the two of you are able to stealth back while cantering on horseback all the way back to the sewer with no problem whatsoever, meeting Quincy. Quincy, you're up.
Yeah, so Quincy will, greet them, usher them in, and then make sure that the grate is closed back behind them. And then as soon as they are met back into the square, all right. So now that the fire is lit, we only have a few minutes before it's showtime.
Yeah.
We have to get in place and set our fires now. But just remember what we're doing this for. For our family, for the citizens of Redoran that have been taken by this monster, Everil, and for the rest of the world. We have to do this.
Remind me, who was given Redoran?
I believe that was Abydan
It wasn't me.
with Ristira.
Ristera, yeah. There'll be rebuilding to do later. For now.
It's time for destruction.
Team high five, and then we go to places.
Thank
Please
you,
bring-
places.
Oh, oh
No!
my God. No!
Boo! As a bunch of actors, we say boo.
Yeah, and then to Abydan, we won't be very very far away, but don't die.
I'll try my best not to. Then again, I'm not in the habit of, bleeding to death.
I wouldn't start that habit.
Quincy?
As you all get into your places, you all seamlessly make your way into places. Yes, Helaena.
Does it appear? I mean, obviously, there probably would have been people in the smithy. Does it appear that we have pulled people away with the fire at the estate?
Yes, that is correct. That distraction is 100% gone off.
Okay.
Abydan.
As Abydan emerges from the sewer, he's going to take out the cloak that he put away.
Yep.
He's going to put it on. And he's going to stand in the middle of the square. I have something to say unless anyone else has anything to add before I do this. Because I feel like once I say this, it's going to go off.
Well,
Do it.
we go to the different shops, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, and start our fires. I'm assuming before you say
That is
this?
correct. You begin your fires, yes.
I guess Abydan will then loudly speak to the air.
Versi the Deranged. No. I name you Versi the Coward. Come and face your better. It's time a real son of Everil showed you just what it means to be royalty. I challenge you to combat. Now come!
The fires have spread around. The rapier is drawn. And then, from emerging from the fire itself that has surrounded the square, all you hear is, "Come out, come out, come out! Come out wherever you are! Abydan Renevar!" I wish you luck. You see Versi, the Deranged, Son of Shaverra, wearing a cloak made of bearskin, tentacles flailing about as he passes through the flame, seeming to be in some sort of shock as this happens. And all that echoes in your mind, to all of you who are able to hear this, is, "Come out, wherever you are." With that being said, my friends, I think that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
I figured.
Yeah. Jeez. No, this was a heavy, just like planning session.
Oh yeah, no.
I
But
love
I
it.
believe that genuinely, because of the roles, because of everything else, everything went off flawlessly. You guys have done exactly what it was that you wanted to accomplish. Versi is out there in the middle. The civilians are away. And all that stands between now, you, and potentially the saving of this town is Versi.
However,
That being said, my friends, thank you all so much for listening. It was a blast. You all have a great rest of your day. And until next time, roll nat 20s.
beseech your deities for us in the interim, please.
Will we survive? Find out next time.
On Dragon Ball Z.
Wait, we can't say that.
Hello again. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. We sure hope that you enjoyed today's episode and will continue listening as the story continues. If you enjoyed today's episode, please be sure to like, comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Or if you're listening elsewhere, be sure to drop a review on the app of your choice. If you would like to follow us on social media, you can find us at bardun.adventures. That is BARDUN.adventures. If you enjoyed the music featured in this podcast, you might consider contributing to the creator's Patreon at Drinker the Bard. That's DRINKARD, the Bard. Thank you so much for your support, and we'll see you next time.